50, plant.
Here we go, here we go.
Look at me. Go, go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24, check 24.
Watch twist. Pilot, 64, weak.
Good dance. Go. Rush in.
Bam. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Mike 57.
Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double.
57 for Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Passing, it's Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Check it back.
61 Matchbox Lights. You're out. Hey, Charlie. They go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 51 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And able to find Green. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And it'll be Dalton again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, high 7.
4 down. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Down to lose 1. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Man, I got you.
Jones now throwing on first down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He gets this one to Boyd.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Jones on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
44. There you go.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Dalton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Andy Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
59. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Barkley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Bravo!
From the 41, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Another chance for Dalton. And Eifert has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Dalton here from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Check safety, check safety.
Right. Check 52.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Speed grip.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
5.
Back to throw. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Shoot. 80 weapons. Shoot.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hey, Tusa. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
57's Mike. 57's Mike.
Go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And Tate's got it. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Keep playing.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bengals' 42-yard
Jet bombers. Two jet bombers.
Joker.
Check 13. Check 13.
Switch.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. This is caught at the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gordons get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
64, with 2.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check 61, matchbox white. Go.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that